My name is Jack O'Malley and I'm a funeral director in Cannock in Staffordshire in the West Midlands. So we've got our family room through here, and then this is the room that we use for the chapel of rest as well. But at the moment, as you can see, we're storing our emergency supply of coffins, so we've got a couple of additional supply of coffins as well. Just because of the demand, we need to store extra ones.
In normal times, pre-pandemic,
yeah.
How many funerals would you do a week?
So on average across a year, we tend to do 3 funerals a week, and that was pretty much standard throughout the whole year. We'd have busier periods and quieter periods, but averaging out at 3 a week.
What about now?
So at the moment, just to give you an example, this Monday just gone, we booked 6 funerals in one day. Well, it's just in one morning, and we've had 3 since then. So that's 9 in this week alone, and that's very reflective of the recent trend of the last month.
And the last month, has that been the worst you've seen so far in this pandemic?
It's the worst I've seen in this pandemic, much more acute and concentrated than the first wave.
Even verderop in de middeleeuwse kathedraal van Lichfield is een andere drukte. Een drukte die de Britten wel verwelkomen.
This is the entrance to the cathedral. We're operating a one-way system. We take people up that aisle. They then come in to the top of the aisle and are then directed by our staff to one of these nice vaccination stations. We've got a capacity to do about 750, 800 people a day. We've got a big airy space so we can maintain social distancing, and you can keep the doors open. So there's ventilation, hand space, face, all that stuff can be done.
De Britten trekken zo alles uit de kast om voor 15 februari alle 70-plussers te vaccineren. Begrafenisondernemer Jack O'Malley levert een heel ander gevecht.
So this is where we will place a deceased person. So I'm just cleaning it and getting it all disinfected and nice and clean, ready for when we collect our next deceased later this afternoon. So the person I'm going to prepare today is an elderly individual. It doesn't take much, an admission to hospital, perhaps with, a water infection or something like that, has led to a hospital admission, which has led to a COVID infection, which has led to COVID pneumonia. That's basically a pretty much textbook story of what we're seeing, for a lot of cases that we're looking after, especially in the elderly, sort of the over 75s.
Maar in het Verenigd Koninkrijk gloort ook voorzichtig hoop.
Okay, we're going to have a sharp scratch. In we go.
It is relief because I've been in the house almost a year with very little going out because I also had an operation, so I had to stay in. So I haven't really been out for almost a year. So I feel like this is my outing.
De Britten hebben het meest succesvolle vaccinatieprogramma in heel Europa.
I think perhaps it's just the way the British people are. Things don't have to be perfect, but we just make do and make the best of things and get on with it, rather than delaying and expecting everything to be spot on.
Jack O'Malley maakt zich intussen alweer op voor de volgende begrafenis.
How different are funerals now?
Oh, well, they're totally different. I mean, there's masks, there's PPE everywhere, there's hand sanitizers, there's far fewer people there. A lot of the local crematoria are restricted to 15, and a lot of it's digital, so done via, video links that the crematoria have set up. It's just a perfect storm for a lot of sadness and a lot of grief.
Rouw waarvan ze in deze kathedraal hopen dat er snel een einde aankomt.
This is their lifeline back to some kind of normality. For most of us, we are all hopeful that this is our only way out, really. And the quicker we can get people vaccinated, the better people can have getting back to a normal life and hopefully seeing their loved ones again and being families again.